Yes, sorry for the disturbance. Okay, so this is the last video continuation. Okay, so here the skin depth is we can define the depth of skin like this. So suppose if there is a, if this is a cross section area of the conductor and it is the center of the conductor. Okay, so now whenever you are giving excitation to this conductor, the electron is moving with a wave, like a wave. Wave means it completing its path from plus to minus, and again minus to plus, plus to minus, minus to plus. This will looks like a wave. So during this process, what will happen here is, so the electron concentration is not at the center. So it is moving on the, it will be on the surface of the conductor only, like this. So that means the depth means delta here, the value of delta here, or it is the distance between the surface of the conductor to the electron where the concentration of electron where it is moving. So this is called as your delta here. Okay, now here if the delta is, let E naught be the initial value. Write down like this, all of you write down like this here. Let E naught be the initial value of a field. Let E naught be the initial value of field. E naught be the initial value of the field, initial value of the field, and E naught e power alpha z be the field value at a distance, be the field value at a distance at z, a distance z inside the surface, then for a distance delta, it will become how? See, let E naught be the initial value of the field and E naught alpha power z be the field value at a distance z. That means if you take a cross section area of the conductor like this, I already told you that this is the center. Okay, your electron flow doesn't at the center of the conductor. Your electron concentration is always on the surface of the inner surface of the conductor. It is always will be like this due to the internal flux linkages effect. Your electron concentration is always at the inner side of the inner surface of the conductor. It is not exactly at the center of the conductor here. Okay, so now here E naught be the initial value and E naught alpha power z be the field value at a distance at z. So this is the, it is the z here, z is the distance between the center of the conductor to the inner surface of the conductor, like this. So if you consider the value here, the magnitude is E naught, and as it is exponentially decaying, skin depth is exponentially decaying. Here there is no field, here there is not at all, there is no concentration of the electron here. So here there is a more. So the value or the concentration of electron is going to be decreasing like this. This will be like this. The more concentration is at the inner surface of the conductor, and it is, as it is exponentially decaying, so I am mathematically expressing that expression will be E naught e power minus alpha z. Okay, this is for, if you consider it is for z distance, or for if it is for delta, as we are considering skin depth, this is the depth or distance between the inner surface of the conductor and the center of the conductor. So for delta, so we can write like this, E naught e power alpha. In terms of z, we need to write the delta. So it is equals to E naught e power alpha, or E naught e power minus 1. Why? Because, so I already told you that the skin depth is the value of attenuated wave it is the depth into which the wave has been attenuated to 1 by e. 1 by e are 37% of its original value. So this is 37% of original value. So that's why 1 by e, I have took 1 e power minus 1 here. So as the bases are same, can equate the powers. Minus 1 minus 1 minus 1 gets cancelled, and delta is equal to 1 by alpha. But what is alpha here? We already derived that alpha. So alpha is equals to 1 by, alpha is what here? 1 by omega mu sigma by 2 under root. Okay, so if you do the up and down here, the skin depth is equals to 2 by omega mu sigma. This is the skin depth. Okay, so similarly you can calculate the wave velocity. Velocity is equals to omega by beta. What is beta here? Beta is also same value as alpha is equals to beta omega mu sigma by 2. Okay, so you can write omega in terms of roots. Omega root of omega will become omega, and here there is a root omega, and left terms are this one. Omega gets cancelled here. So if you do the up and down, 2 omega by like this, we'll get the velocity of wave. It is the under root of 2 omega by mu sigma. Okay, now I am going to introduce one more very important 2 marks question here, that is the characteristic impedance or intrinsic impedance. This is a very important topic now. Intrinsic impedance, characteristic impedance or intrinsic impedance. It is defined as the ratio of amplitudes of electric field and magnetic field. So it is indicated with eta, and it is the ratio of electric field intensity wave to magnetic field intensity wave, or E by H under root E by H. So E is equals to so see, it is for good conductors. In good conductors, the expression will be like this: j omega mu by sigma plus j omega epsilon. Okay, this is for good conductors. In good conductors, the omega epsilon by sigma is always epsilon less than 1. So if you do the small mathematical operation here like this, j omega mu by, take the sigma common here, so that 1 plus omega epsilon by sigma j, here this is approximately 0, so it will become, characteristic impedance will become j omega mu by sigma. This is the characteristic impedance for good conductors. And for lossy dielectrics, obviously the lossy dielectrics, not perfect dielectrics. Lossy dielectrics, the mu, this value is greater than 1. For lossy dielectrics, omega epsilon by sigma is much more greater than 1. So in this expression only, if you j omega mu numerator is the same, and for as this term is very big compared to 1 approximately considered as 0, so sigma times of omega epsilon by sigma cancel here, omega also cancel here, and there is a j term also, j is there, so j cancel here. So finally eta is equals to under root of mu to epsilon. This is the intrinsic impedance or characteristic impedance for lossy dielectrics. All of you understood? Characteristic impedance means it is the ratio of the amplitudes of electric and magnetic fields in a uniform plane wave. Okay, thank you. In the next class we'll discuss the another topic.